Max Verstappen has ended months of speculation with one decisive statement. He is staying with Red Bull for 2026. The confirmation silenced every rumor that linked him to rival teams like Mercedes or Ferrari. This decision is more than a contract renewal. It is a bold declaration of loyalty and ambition. For Red Bull, the news is a powerful message to the rest of the grid. Their star driver is not only committed, but confident in the team's ability to dominate in the upcoming regulation changes. Verstappen's announcement also reflects his trust in Red Bull's engineering strength and its vision for the future. While other drivers wait to see how 2026 unfolds, Verstappen has locked in his position early. His choice is a clear warning. He believes Red Bull will remain the benchmark. This move is not just about 2026, it is about shaping the next era of Formula One. The reigning champion has no intention of slowing down, and now, neither does Red Bull. Verstappen's decision to remain with Red Bull is deeply rooted in history. Since his debut with the team in 2016, he has developed an unbreakable bond with its engineers, strategists, and leadership. Red Bull is not just his employer, it is the environment that transformed him from a fearless rookie into a three-time world champion. He trusts their relentless development philosophy, their ability to deliver speed, and their willingness to take risks. This culture matches Verstappen's aggressive yet calculated style perfectly. Equally important is Red Bull's commitment to the future. Their investment in Red Bull powertrains, their collaboration with Ford, and their dominance in the current hybrid era give Verstappen the confidence that they will excel under the new 26 rules. Rivals offered prestige and history, but Red Bull offers proven results and consistency. For Verstappen, the decision was not complicated. When you are at the peak of your powers, the best move is to stay with the team that gives you every tool to keep winning. The 2026 Formula One season will usher in the most radical regulation changes in years. Power units will become more sustainable, aerodynamics will be redesigned, and efficiency will matter as much as raw speed. For many drivers, this creates uncertainty. For Verstappen, it represents opportunity. Red Bull has already taken bold steps to prepare. By building its own powertrain division and partnering with Ford, they have secured independence from traditional engine suppliers. This move not only reassures Verstappen, but positions the team to lead the next technological revolution. While other teams may struggle to adapt, Red Bull's preparation minimizes risk. Verstappen knows that in a year of change, stability within his team will be his greatest advantage. By staying, he guarantees himself a seamless transition into this new era. He will not be learning a new team or adjusting to a different car philosophy. Instead, he will begin 2026 exactly where he thrives, at the front, in a Red Bull designed for dominance. The paddock's response to Verstappen's decision was immediate and intense. Rival teams had quietly hoped for a shift in the balance of power. Ferrari fans dreamed of Verstappen in red. Mercedes, rebuilding after years of Red Bull dominance, saw a faint opportunity to lure him. Those dreams vanished with one announcement. Verstappen staying at Red Bull sent a chilling message across the grid. The reigning champion has no plans to surrender his throne. For teams like McLaren and Aston Martin, this also reshapes long-term strategies. They now know that the mountain they must climb is even steeper. Beating Red Bull will not just require a faster car. It will require overcoming the most dominant driver-team partnership in modern Formula One. The news has also shifted the driver market. With Verstappen off the table, attention turns to other stars, but none carry the same weight. The 2026 season now begins with one undisputed truth. Red Bull and Verstappen remain the pairing to beat. Chapter 5. What this means for Mercedes. Mercedes, once the dominant force in Formula One, had been eyeing a potential Verstappen move as their golden ticket back to supremacy. With Lewis Hamilton nearing the final stages of his career and George Russell still maturing, Verstappen would have been their ultimate weapon. Now that hope is gone. Mercedes must confront the reality that their path back to the top will not be through Verstappen. Instead, they must rely on rebuilding their car, refining their strategy, and closing the gap to Red Bull through sheer innovation. For Toto Wolff, this is both a challenge and a wake-up call. Mercedes cannot wait for Verstappen to become available. They must create a car so competitive that even Verstappen feels threatened. Until then, Red Bull's reign looks unshakable. Verstappen's commitment means that Mercedes and every other rival will be chasing, not leading, when Formula One enters its next chapter in 2026. The Verstappen-Red Bull relationship is unlike any other in Formula One. From his first race victory in Spain 2016 to his record-breaking dominance in recent seasons, the team and driver have built their success side by side. This bond is not only professional, but also personal. Red Bull has backed Verstappen through every controversy, every aggressive move, and every fight for victory. In return, Verstappen has delivered relentless performance and unwavering loyalty. By confirming his stay, Verstappen reinforces this partnership. He does not see Red Bull as a stepping stone to something greater. For him, Red Bull is the destination, the team that matches his ambition and his uncompromising pursuit of perfection. In an era where driver-team relationships often feel transactional, Verstappen and Red Bull stand out as a model of trust and shared purpose. That connection is the foundation upon which more championships will almost certainly be built. Ferrari has always been Formula One's dream destination for many drivers. The prestige, the history, and the passion of the Scuderia are unmatched. There were whispers that Verstappen might be tempted by the allure of the red car. Instead, he has chosen loyalty over legacy. For Ferrari, this is a painful reality check. Without Verstappen, their hopes rest on building a car that can beat him outright, rather than signing him to their side. This forces Ferrari to rethink their strategy. They must maximize the potential of Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz while preparing for a future that may require new leadership on track. Verstappen's decision highlights a key truth in modern Formula One. Performance outweighs history. Ferrari's badge may be iconic, but until it is paired with a championship-winning car, Verstappen, and drivers like him, will stay with the teams that deliver results. Verstappen's decision doesn't just affect Red Bull and its rivals, it reshapes the entire driver market. His early commitment creates a domino effect. Top talents like Lando Norris, George Russell, and Charles Leclerc now know that the sport's most dominant seat is off-limits. Teams, too, must reconsider their long-term plans. McLaren, Ferrari, and Mercedes will now be forced to secure their own futures without relying on a Verstappen transfer. This clarity accelerates negotiations across the grid. Contracts that might have been delayed until after 2026 may now be finalized sooner, as teams lock in their drivers early. The market stabilization benefits Red Bull most of all. With Verstappen secure, they can focus entirely on performance, development, and winning. The rest of the paddock, meanwhile, must face a sobering question. How do you defeat a driver who has already committed to building the next dynasty? 26 is more than just another season. It represents a fresh era for Formula One. New power units, sustainable fuels, and aerodynamic overhauls will redefine the sport. Verstappen's decision to stay at Red Bull signals his faith in their ability to lead this transformation. He is not gambling on potential, he is betting on proven excellence. While other drivers might find themselves adapting to new teams and unfamiliar systems, Verstappen will enter 2026 with stability, confidence, and a car designed around him. That continuity could prove decisive. This preparation is why Red Bull and Verstappen are so dangerous. They are not simply reacting to the future. They are already building it. Every rival knows it. Beating them will require not just speed, but a fundamental breakthrough. Until then, Verstappen remains the benchmark. Chapter 10. The future of Formula One. Verstappen's confirmation has crystallized the future of Formula One. One of its defining figures has removed all doubt. He is staying with the team that built him into a champion. This decision creates a clear narrative for the years ahead. Red Bull will continue to be the standard. Rivals will push harder than ever. Young talents will rise, veterans will adapt, and the sport will enter 26 with fierce competition on the horizon. But one fact is undeniable. With Verstappen and Red Bull united, every championship contender must go through them first. Their dominance has been built on talent, strategy, and unwavering confidence. And now that foundation is locked in for the next chapter of the sport. For Formula One, this is not the end of an era. It is the beginning of an even greater one, led by a driver and a team determined to stay at the very top.